What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mag channel where I am documenting my six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with a virtual private practice, also working a part-time job in order to get out of $305,884 worth of debt. We started our debt-free journey in October, and the goal is to have the $305,884 of debt paid off by December 31st, 2026. That is 39 months starting in October of 2023, and we are currently on month 6. So today's video, because I am an entrepreneur, I do like to do the income that I earned in my private practice. And so today's video is March's private practice income report, and we will get right into it. All right, so as normal, I have my profit and loss statement up. I do I do my bookkeeping within QuickBooks. And so I have my profit and loss statement up, and we will get right into the income that I was able to earn for the month of March. Okay, so up here, on the first row, again, this is the income or the profit and loss for the month of March, from March the 1st to March the 31st. Up here, you see that I earned $7,333.33, but I did have a check from my consulting position in the amount of $19.50. And when you include that, although I picked it up on Good Friday, I wasn't able to deposit it into the bank until April the 1st. But because I did receive it in March, I'm going to include it in March. So that would actually bring my income to $9,283.33. So the income that was earned, this is usually the combination of my consulting income and then a whole bunch of payouts from different insurance companies and different companies that I provide services for as a 1099 or contracted employee. Or services basically. So that totaled, again, $9,283.33. When we go into the expenses that running my private practice includes, we first go into advertising and marketing, and this is anything from Psychology Today, Black Girls in Therapy, directories that I pay for. I think that's really about it. We can click on it and see exactly what the expense was if it says. So this is actually, I paid for Canva. Canva, I do pay for the yearly subscription, and this is how I make any type of business cards, any graphics for blogs or YouTube, or any of my private practice social media accounts. So that's what that was for. And then $215.01 is the insurance. I do have Blue Cross and Blue Shield insurance, and then I also have vision through Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and then dental with Delta Dental. And the expense to carry my daughter and I is $215.01 for the month. We go down here to banking fees and service charges, and this is basically what the bank charges me for having so many transactions. Continuing education. This is not necessarily continuing education. I am in a mentorship program, and because the the mentor is out of Canada, the $33.75 is the international fee that the bank charges me to send my payment to her every month. So that totaled $1,171.75. Then we go down to meals, $51 in meals for the month of March. This was basically me picking up a coffee and maybe a donut on my way to my consulting position. And then because I had supervision, I did pick up subs from Jersey Mike's for my supervisees at that I supervise at my consulting position. We go down to software and applications, and this is anything like my fax, which I have to use. I do have to have a HIPAA compliant fax. Also have Simple Practice, which is $109, I believe. And then Google Suites for my phone, my email. That's what the software and applications are. And that totals $270.14. Payroll expenses. So this is how much I pay myself, and this is gross, $6,375 and this is monthly. I am on a salary of, I want to say I pay myself $66,300. And so that is what this breaks down to annually, although that doesn't quite seem right, but I assume that it is. I was paying myself $65,000 salary, and I did give myself a 3% increase. So I think that took me up to $66,300. And then these are the taxes that my business has to pay for me as an employee. I am an S Corp tax classification, so I do pay myself as an employee of my business. So the payroll expenses totaled $6,926.44. Office supplies, this is probably some printing paper that I picked up, or maybe a calendar or some pens or something like that. I don't typically buy office supplies every single month because it is just me. But that totaled $5.33. And then utilities to run my private practice. Because I do work from home, I do cover the internet as a business expense, a portion of it. And then my work cell phone, my VPN, and my employees' work phones total $270.77. So my total utilities for the month are $397.76. That brought my total expenses to $9,156.83, which put me in a deficit of $1,823.50. Now, I'm not proud about the income. I like to have income anywhere between, well, I guess, if you include the $1,950 that I did have, and which brought my total income to $9,283, that still would put me, that wouldn't put me at a deficit. It would have had me with a slight positive. That would put me in the positive. My goal really is to earn $20,000 a month. Eventually, I would love to get up to $40,000 per month. I'm just stuck in figuring out how to move forward because I do enjoy being a solo practice. I entertain the idea of hiring someone, but I just don't feel like, because I'm really focused on my debt-free journey, I don't feel like now is the good time to take on that additional responsibility of having an employee. But I really want to increase my income some kind of way that doesn't include working for someone else. But I'm at the point of trying to accept that I may have to, trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do? Because I'm tired of overextending myself. So I may just have to focus on getting out of debt to then be able to take more risk and cut my hours back to build more income. And so trying to get out of debt, build income, take risk, and I talked about this in the previous video. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, and I'm tired of being overwhelmed at this moment. So I think right now my focus is going to be, as long as I can maintain a steady anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000 to $12,000 per month, and can focus on building up this channel, maybe monetizing this channel and monetizing my social medias, then maybe that'll be the focus for me. And then as I continue to lower the debt, maybe I can start to explore different ways to increase my income, particularly in my business. I will say starting in May, I do have a speaking engagement. It's free, but it's going to give me the experience to be able to market myself. Hopefully I can get someone to record the speaking and go through and identify my highlights so that I can start to get paid speaking engagements. So that is one thing that I'm considering. Also, again, really trying to monetize this. And then as I monetize my YouTube, maybe start to create different type of incentives or coaching program or do one-on-one budgeting or whatever. Just trying to find ways to, because I really do enjoy helping people get out of debt. I really like working with people to helping people work through their shame and their guilt of having debt, and helping people, particularly women, try to find the balance between having a budget or a spending plan and enjoying life. Because I don't feel like you should have one without the other. I've done both, and I enjoy being able to prioritize debt but still enjoy life. So that is something that I'm considering in the future, but I really want to get a handle, more of a grip on my debt. So I know that has nothing to do with the income that I was earning from my business. I mean, sort of, because ultimately I want to grow my income. I would love, like I said, to be able to get to $20,000 per month. I think that's a big gap. Maybe I just need to explore being able to increase my income by 5% every year. So, maybe trying to find a realistic goal for what I want my increased income to look like. But that is the income that I earned for the month of March. Again, $9,283.33. And actually, I did earn the full $3,500, but I only tried to include what I was able to pick up for the month. So actually, I ended up depositing like $5,450 or something like that in April. But I did get that $1,900 check in March. So I'm going to include that in March's income. So that is it for the income that I was able to earn for the month of March. Again, still trying to explore ways to increase my income. If you are a therapist, I mean, I do mentorship calls, and I think for the month of March I had 4, I think. So those are starting to increase. I help new therapists who are trying to go into private practice. I give them access to me, like a full 60 minutes to ask whatever questions, or help them, identify their niche, or look at marketing, or, reviewing their website. All of those things, those are all services that are provided in my mentorship calls. So that is one way I have started to increase my income. It's not differentiated in the services that I provide. But, and then I also help newer therapists, grow their businesses, exploring different ways to grow their business. So if that is something that you're interested in, feel free to click the link below, the website, and then it should take you to the Work With Me page, and that should then take you to the calendar. You can book a mentorship call with me. But if you are a therapist, what ways are you growing? What additional ways do you earn income in your private practice, or what are you considering or exploring? That I would love to hear your ideas. I definitely want to start to network with other therapists. I live in a smaller city, and it's just not a whole lot. I mean, in this small city, I feel like the mindset is it's a gatekeeping mindset here. So I don't know. So that is it for the income that I was able to earn in my private practice, again, for the month of March. Excited to see what I do in April, although I have kind of taken my sessions. I'm trying to take them from 4 sessions now to 3 sessions. And I do have a change. I'm not ready to announce the change, but there will be some changes coming up that should be very impactful on my debt-free journey. So that is it for the income that I was able to earn for the month of March in my private practice. If you have any questions specifically about private practice or entrepreneurship, particularly as a therapist in private practice, make sure to link them down below. If you have your own business, do you set monthly income business goals, or like what do you do? So share your April business goals down below, or your March's business goals, and if you completed them or not. I think that would be helpful and inspirational for me. And thank you for watching. If you have watched this far, if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to follow my journey, as well as follow my business growth journey. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.